Wow, this Q&A just got really heavy, I'm sorry. Hey my little peacharoonies, and welcome back to a brand new video, and a huge thank you for all your birthday messages, your collages, your videos, your drawings, everything you guys sent me yesterday. I tried to favorite as much of it as I can, and if you keep tweeting me if I haven't favorited already, I will keep trying to favorite as much as I can because you guys were awesome. You sent me so much stuff, you made me feel really happy and special on my birthday, and I kind of feel like I shared my birthday with all of you guys, which was really cool, so thank you guys so much. One thing I did do yesterday is I tweeted that I was still going to be making videos. Actually, I made a first Cast Monday with real life people in ages. I actually did RM and Jin from BTS, so if you haven't checked that out already, I'll try and do one of those clickable kind of things. If not, check back on yesterday's video. Also, I would just like to put out there, this room is so hot. Like, I'm just sweating from my head, like, grossly. My flicks melted onto the tops of my eyelids and I had to go redo my eye makeup. So if my makeup looks like really like smudgy and gross, it's because it is smudgy and gross. Let's not lie to ourselves here. So yeah, I tweeted out yesterday saying I was gonna be doing a birthday Q&A with the hashtag Clare birthday Q&A. So I asked you guys to send me questions. I've not done a Q&A in ages. I kind of tend to do them around milestones, but I just don't think I've done one in a really long time. And I figured, hey, it's my birthday, why not do you guys a little Q&A? And I think my Q&As have changed a lot over time, because when I remember the very first Q&A I did, all the questions were literally just about Ali. Like, I could have just set Ali down and he could have just done the Q&A. There wasn't really much point me being there, but over time you guys have started to get a little bit more interested in me. I think a lot of them are going to be about Sims, which is fine. I'm more than happy to chit chat about Sims with you guys. So I just thought this would be a bit of a different video where, you know, headphones are off. There's no headphones on, which is not helping because the headphones kind of keep the hair off my like face a little bit. It is so hot. It is disgustingly hot. I'm pretty warm, you guys. Warm is an understatement, but we're gonna smash through this Q&A. Taking your questions from Twitter, we're taking your questions from YouTube, and let's see what kind of questions you guys have thrown at me. Hopefully no weird ones. Okay, so first up, I'm just gonna go through, and if any of them like tickle my fancy, I will be answering those ones. So Bully, who I've actually met in real life before and chatted with quite a lot on Twitter, has asked if you organise a meet and greet, where would it be? So I do know that I think our next big organised meet and greet is gonna be in Manchester. I think it's more or less confirmed now, but we're going to be doing the Digital Kids show again, which was amazing because we met so many of you guys last time, and oh my gosh, I don't know if I've ever told the story, but there was a little girl that didn't realise because there were so many people that wanted to meet Ali and I, there was like a separate ticket thing for that, just because otherwise people would have just spent their whole time queuing. So it's meant to be a way that you could come at a time and not have to queue. And there was a little girl that didn't know you had to get a ticket, and she tweeted me, I think her mum tweeted me, I think her mum was a little bit upset about the situation. Ali and I were actually, the day it finished, we were having dinner in Wagamama's because we're obsessed with Wagamama's. In, is it the Trafford Centre in Manchester? I think it is, just like across from where the show was. And I was like, look, I'm having dinner in Wagamama's. If you are nearby, just tweet me and I'll come and meet you. And the little girl was there. She was outside. She came outside the restaurant and I came and met her. When I got there, she was just so overwhelmed and upset. When I see you guys cry and get overwhelmed and upset, I do it as well. So we just stood there having this like Sims chat, this little cuddle, this little catch up, and it was really nice to get to meet her like out in the wild. If we ever see you guys in the wild, please come over and say hello. But what was the question again? Okay, so that would probably be our like official organised next meet and greet in Manchester. I kind of want to do one just randomly in London, but I don't know if you're like allowed. I don't really know how to do that, so if you've got any ideas, let me know in the comments below. So, does Ali know about your huge crush on Abel, and what does he say about this? This is by Summer. I think it's actually Summer from my series' Twitter account, which is really cool. So Ali just finds it amusing. Like, Abel's a sim, and I can crush on Sims. I feel like that's allowed. I don't really get like real life crushes, so I don't like have celebrities that I have like huge crushes on. Like, I have like, so BTS, I have a favourite, RM. I find him the most physically attractive, but I don't really crush on them. I used to a lot when I was younger. Like, if I was into a band, I had to be like obsessed with one member of the band. But I don't really feel like that about celebrities anymore. I just can like, I'll know if someone's like attractive or not, but I don't really crush on celebrities. So I feel like Sims is a good outlet for that, because like it's not real, and it's, so Ali doesn't care about it. It's just, Abel's a similar Rooney. He ain't a real person. If he was a real person, I wouldn't crush on him, because I don't know, like we're both the kind of people in a relationship where we don't really crush on real life people. We don't actively try and not crush on them. It's just kind of the way it is. We just don't crush on real people. So that's kind of where we're at. I think we're both on the same page with that. I think we're both the kind of people that would struggle if our like partner was like really obsessed with a celebrity that was like the opposite gender and they were like in love with them. So we just don't do it. I hope that makes sense. Do you plan on getting married to Ali and possibly having kids? It's kind of personal. It's kind of mostly stuff that's between Ali and I, but we've talked about this like publicly. We absolutely do want to get married. The thing that holds us back is time. Like, I don't even know how Ali would figure out the time to propose. That's kind of where we're at the moment, because it's just like, I don't know, it's hard, isn't it? And we absolutely do want to have kids. I would like a girl first, because girls are easier, and then a boy. That would be ideal. If I could only have two of the same gender, I would pick two girls, because boys eat a lot, and I'll eat all the food, and then I won't get to eat any of it. I know this because Ali and his brother eat loads of food, and I already have like names picked out, but I don't share them and I don't use them in The Sims because I want them to be like special for when they're actually our little bambarinos, you know? So I hope that answers your question, Phoenix. Oh my gosh, these are like all my own Sims asking me questions. This is crazy. Okay, does Peach Juice Fandom, appreciate that name, asks, does Ali have a brother? If he does, would you rather have, would you, I'm confused. If he does, or would you rather kill Ali or date his brother and make Ali suffer by seeing you together? Oh my gosh. So one option is killing Ali. And the other option is dating his brother, but Ali is alive, but has to suffer by seeing me date his brother. So he does have a brother, Simon. They actually look kind of similar, and they are similar in age, and I get on really well with Simon. He kind of feels like my brother a little bit at this point. But the idea of dating him feels super weird because I feel like his sister. But if it came to Ali dying, I would do anything to have Ali not die, so I would have to date Simon. Sorry about that, Simon and Ali. I know that's really weird, but that was the question. So Clare Siobhan lover Haley asks, how long have you been vegan? I am 2, and it's nice to have a vegan YouTuber that I've always looked up to. Happy birthday, and I love you so much. We got peachy hearts. Oh my gosh, I'm sending peachy hearts right back at you. So Ali and I have both been, we don't talk about this much. This is a weird subject for me because it's something I'm like quite passionate about, and it sounds lame, but I love being vegan. It makes me really happy, and it extends to all areas of my life. So I don't wear animal products, and I don't use skincare or makeup if it's been tested on animals, and I try and buy vegan like skincare and makeup too. But I don't like talk about it a lot online or like with people, because people seem to have a really negative reaction to it. I don't know, people get really like defensive over it, even though I'm not being aggressive with them about it, kind of thing. So I don't talk about it because people seem to get upset about it, but it's something that makes me really happy. Like I get really happy from being vegan, and my like just overall like well-being and happiness went up when I went vegan. I think because I don't think eating animals was making me happy, but I didn't realize that until I actually went vegan. I don't know. And also my skin, I was told like as a kid not to eat dairy because I'm intolerant to it a little bit, but I ignored it because I loved cheese so much. Typical Claire. But my skin after going vegan is completely like, I've never been able to say this in my whole life. I don't have any spots on my face. Even under the makeup, I've got Oliver hair on my nose though. Oh my gosh. Oliver, he's not even in the room. He's not even in the room. He's in my eye too. Oh my gosh. Oliver, how do you always do this? What was I saying? Oh yeah, I don't have any spots on my skin for like the first time in my whole life. And I think it's a lot of it is skincare. I care so much about skincare. Do you guys ever want a video where I just show you the stuff I put on my face? Because I love skincare so much. But also, I think that dairy was messing with my skin. Like, well, I'm kind of like, I've lost the point of this question. How long? Okay, we have been vegan for 1 year and 8 months. So almost 2 years. Almost 2 years now, and it's awesome, but I understand if you don't want to do it as well, and I hope you don't get upset by me talking about it. I feel like I have to say that. I feel like there's this like stereotype of like vegans being real preachy, but I've kind of found that since going vegan is the opposite. Like people get really angry at me. So Carrie Fisher, oh my gosh, you're literally all my Sims asking me questions, asked, would you rather date Ali or Abel? I kind of discussed this in the first one, but 1, Abel is a Sim, but 2, if you made him a person, there's no guarantee that I would actually like him that way as a person, whereas Ali is like my soulmate. I get all smiley when I talk about him. We literally have everything in common. The big things in life that people need to have in common to be able to have a successful relationship, we're on the same page with all of them. Like, we just care a lot about each other and making each other happy. And he's like, I think people see his online persona because he has to like be a certain way for his videos. In real life, he is like the most kindest, sweetest, nicest person I've ever met. And I genuinely mean that. He like thinks about other people so much, and he's just like, he's got a good heart and a good soul. He made me a better person for meeting him. Like, I totally think that's the case. He made me like so much more patient. I was quite whingy. Like, I would like moan about stuff all the time, and I just don't do that now because he never did it, and I like respected him so much for never doing it, and he made me want to be that person. He comforts me when I'm down. Like, he's just good. He's just a good person. And so I'd rather date Ali than anyone on earth who's ever lived or who ever will live. Like, Ali is my soulmate, and I feel so lucky to have been born in the same time as him, so I got to meet him. And Oliver, get your hair out my eyes. Oh my gosh. Grace Ella asks, any advice for life when you can't seem to pick yourself up? I try and be a really positive person, and you see like the best of me in my videos because I only record when I'm feeling like in a way that's like super happy and positive. But in real life, I try and still be this person, but everybody has their ups and downs. I don't really talk about this a lot because I try and be like a really positive person for you, but I have really struggled with downs and like having feeling low in my life. I think there's another question I've seen in this Q&A, which is like, did you get bullied in school? I did. I had a horrible school experience. Like, I legit had a horrible school experience. And I literally developed insomnia because I was so scared of going into school the next day. And I developed like OCD habits in school that I still have today. So I definitely have like real downs. And I think if you're having that kind of a low, there's nothing people can say that can get you out of it. Like, people saying cheer up or like, oh, come on, just try and work through it. You can't. Like, that's not the way those things work. It has to come from within. And the one thing I would say to help you if you're ever having those lows is find something outside of your genuine bubble of like who you are as a person and the things you do day to day and the monotonous stuff you have to get through. Find something outside of that gets you excited and that you love. And when you're feeling low, try and focus on that thing to help you out of it. So I was literally struggling from having low. It's so weird. So many YouTubers recently I've seen tweeting saying that they're just struggling mentally. And I think it's because of YouTube's algorithm is just really weird and unpredictable. And like, I know this for myself, I can put so much time and effort and dedication to a video and it's like, it just doesn't do well. Like, YouTube just doesn't care and doesn't show it anywhere. And that can be like so difficult mentally, and it can be such a struggle to get the motivation to keep doing YouTube. And I just got into this habit where all I do every day, wake up, make videos, obsess about like how my videos are doing, try and get as much done in a day, go to sleep, wake up the next day and do that. And we would do that 7 days a week, and we did that for months. And then I just started like, one, we've signed up to a gym, so we get out the house and we do that, and that's helped. And two, this sounds so lame, and I feel like really weird saying this, but I know not everyone's gonna like BTS, but finding them as an interest outside of my monotonous YouTube day has been such a breath of fresh air for me, because like, I just watch them and I watch the music videos, or I watch a little clip of them, and their positivity and happiness has made me more positive and happy. But for me, it was just finding something outside of my bubble and focusing on that, and that made me happy. And know that everybody else around you is probably having the same struggle to some extent. You're not alone, and you can talk to people about it, and I hope me just talking about it now has helped. There's stuff that I've just said that I've never said publicly ever, and it still really is. I still find it really hard to talk about like my school experience. I know I said I was gonna make a video about bullying, and I still haven't done it. I think one thing you guys have to realize is every single time I upload a YouTube video, even now, I worry about the people that were mean to me in school watching that video and what they think, which is so stupid. But that's how like long-term the impacts of like bullying can be. And that's why I'm struggling to make a video on it, because I still mentally struggle with that stuff. I hope me talking about that has made you guys, if you are in the same boat, feel a little bit like, you know, there's someone else out there, and it's okay to feel like that and talk about it. Wow, this Q&A just got really heavy, I'm sorry. Okay, so on the subject of BTS, Sleeping Koya asks, what is the one song that made you like our boys BTS? It's funny that your bias is Namjoon, because in a way, you're kind of like Namjoon too. Okay, that makes me happy because he's like, I feel like he's like a positive, nice person. So the one song, weirdly, that when we were watching the documentary would keep coming up, and we were like, this song is like fire, it's so good. I think the song is literally actually called Fire. That was the first one we listened to. And when Fake Love first came out, I never gave it a chance because I'm like, I'm not gonna like it. I just know I'm not. But then actually now listening to Fake Love, I think that song is amazing. Like, literally just from the music video point of view, the dance point of view, the lyrics, the song itself, the production value, like everything about the song's amazing. But my favorite song of all of their songs at the moment, actually a song you guys recommended I listen to, which is Save Me. I just really like the breakdown of that song, and I just love that song, and they are making me super, super happy at the moment, and I hope, oh my god, I'm getting hair stuck to myself. I hope if you guys are into them, they make you as happy as they make me. So the Ali A Club, who we actually have met in Dublin Airport, so hey, asks, have you put any more thought into adopting a new dog now that you've moved into a bigger house with a bigger back garden? So we have. We're kind of like, we're in such a like, do we, don't we? Because life with Evie is pretty sweet. Like, she's an easy dog. She's so good and she's so cute and sweet, and she's like babying around by the door right there, being adorable. And when you get another dog, sometimes the personality of your first dog can shift a little bit. They could become naughtier, they could become louder. Like, she's just so chill at the moment, but we do kind of want to get another one. I think after having Evie and knowing how easy small portable dogs are, like, we can bring her everywhere with us and she can sit on her knee, and like, she's just like small. I never liked small dogs before. I always wanted like big wolf dogs. I just like love them. And our neighbor actually used to breed Malamutes. So he has 2 Malamutes and they are big and amazing and wonderful. But he's like, if he comes to our house with a dog, he's like, you need to lock your dog inside because my dog will attack it. And also the dogs that need attention all the time. Like, he was chatting with us in the garden, and because his dog wasn't getting attention, his dog just in like 5 seconds dug a hole the size of a dog in our garden. And like, when his dogs howl, he's quite far away, you can hear it everywhere and it's haunting. So it kind of put me off Malamutes a little bit, even though that one of my favorite dogs. But just, what was, why do I lose my question every time? I just forget what I'm talking about. But I think if we want to get another dog, we'll stick to a smaller breed. We'll either get another Beanie-Rooney. There's a part of me that thinks, what if Beanie-Rooney had a baby-Rooney? I know Ali quite likes little Shelties at the moment, like Shetland sheepdogs. They're a similar size and they're really cute. So we're thinking on the same kind of size as Lubine so that she's portable, but we don't really know what kind of dog yet. In an ideal world, we would adopt, and I keep an eye on like Battersea Dog Home and like adoption dog shelters around us. Wouldn't you put that cat filter, the girl filter, and the breed filter? There's nothing. So that's kind of how hard it is to get a dog adoption wise in the UK. We've also thought about fostering dogs, but it's the cats. The cats make it really, really hard. So anyway, I've talked about that for a really long time. I'm gonna find some other questions. So Chase asks, I would like to ask how much you swear off camera, or if you do. So you guys know I never swear in my videos. In real life, I would say neither of us swear a great deal. I think if you start swearing in real life, when you bleed into your YouTube stuff, you'll start ending up swearing. I think the exceptions to that are if I get angry, if I hurt myself, and we do occasionally swear, like, I'm not gonna pretend we never swear, but I think YouTube has helped us both not swear a lot, because it's really hard to not swear on YouTube if you're swearing in real life. So you've got to try and keep the same person across like YouTube and outside of YouTube. It's easier to do that if you just stick to one person, I think. So Eddie Rose, who's actually online, Jake Wanatabi, who's obviously one of my characters. There's so many of you guys who are my characters. Says, what do you say to fans that are watching that are in a dark place? Also, I love you and I ask because I am in a dark place. So I think a lot of people who ask from a dark place, I feel like a lot of you are in school, and I spent all of my school in a dark place and a lot of my uni in a dark place. So I completely empathize with you and I know how you feel. And I know I've talked about this a little bit already in the video, but it makes me so happy to know that if any of you guys are in a dark place, you tweet me and you tell me about it. Even if I only put a smile on your face for half a second, sometimes that's kind of what you need when you're in that dark place. So I hope that I help as many of you with that as I can. And just what I would say is, if someone could have told me when I was in school that in 10 years time or however long, you will be happy, you will have a boyfriend that loves you, you'll meet your soulmate, you'll have a dog that thinks the world of you, you will have 2 fluffy cats, and you will be better, you will be happier, and you will be a better person for it, I wouldn't have believed them. So it will get better. It will get better. The person that steers you out of the dark place is yourself. And I honestly think that if you focus on the things that you want to become. When I was in my dark place when I was in school, I was such a negative person because I didn't think there could ever be anything positive for me. And I was just miserable. And I wasn't a nice person to be around because I was so miserable because of the way I'd been treated in school. And it took me such a long time to shake that. But I think focusing on yourself, focusing on things you want to achieve in life and trying to get to them, focusing on being a happier, better person, even if you can't achieve it yet, if it's a goal you want to get yourself to, I think that is the stuff that helps you get out of the dark place. And honestly, if you are in school and you're struggling in school, focus on your schoolwork. And I know you don't want to hear that, but that will be what gets you out of that situation. Because if you do well in school, that's how you get out of the dark place. So I would just say focus on that, focus on being the best person you can be. And I think that's the best way to help yourself get out of that. But I know it's really hard. I know it's so hard because I've been there and it took me years to get out of that. So just try and I'll help in any way I can. So Faith asks, are you selling merch? Oh my gosh, I've been trying to organize merch for so long. A company that I was working with like just dissolved, so I couldn't do that anymore in that way. But another company wasn't doing the merch the way I wanted them to. And if I release merch, I don't want it just to be like throw my logo on a random t-shirt and like, guys, come and buy this. I don't want it to be that at all. I want it to be something I'm passionate about and I think you guys are gonna love. So that's what's taken so long and it's bugging me. Like I just want to get it out. I want to get out so much because you guys keep asking for it and I want to wear it. Like the stuff that I'm making that I want the merch to look like, I want to wear. So that is kind of where the merch stuff is. It is coming, but it's taken so much longer than I ever thought it would do. So Macy asks, how do you make your thumbnails? I can actually show you guys that right now. The most recent thumbnail that I did, I know I've done a video on this before, but my thumbnails changed a little, my style's changed a little bit since then. This is the most recent thumbnail that I did. So I get like screenshots of my characters and like cut them out. I always overlay so if I take away Jin, I always so I'll do like a top layer which has, you see this pink glow, and then I always do one below it that has a white glow. Just because I like the overlaid thing, you just get like a little bit of an extra color there. I think it looks really cool. I always try and find stuff that I think will look cool to overlay. So this one has like the love yourself artwork on it. For their names, like I wrote Jin out, but then I also wrote Jin like this too and put it behind it because I saw that they did. I looked at what they do on their own artwork and what would look cool. They actually overlay the other font in front, but that would make it hard to read on a thumbnail, so I didn't do that. But just little bits like that, and then I like got these splatters and I put a gradient on them. That's kind of the way I just make thumbnails of what I think looks pretty and what I think looks good. If I'm doing my Sims thumbnails, so this one here, I always try and get my own honest reaction in the video, or if I can't get it, I'll see my reaction from a previous video. So I might have used the same face twice, but it's like my reaction twice, because sometimes in the video it's blurry. But people are always like, you should take your headphones off on videos, like on your thumbnails, it doesn't look right, you should take them off. If I took them off, you would be getting a fake reaction. I don't want a fake reaction. I want the way I actually reacted in the videos. That's why all my pictures, like I have my actual thumbnail, I have my headphones on, because it is how I reacted when I saw that little piece of content. So that's why I do that the way I do it. I get a screenshot from the video and like I cut that out, and then with this one I added like the little icy bit here because I thought it's kind of like a winter baby, so I'll do it that way. And you can still see like if I get rid of these guys, look at Connor, that is the actual background from the screenshot of Erica. I always just blur the background so that it stands out a little bit more, but everything I use is like from my game. And that's how I make my thumbnails. I always use the same font at the bottom here. I always put like a different gradient on here. And then the series thumbnail, the series name is always in the thumbnail too, so you guys know what it is. That's the way I make my thumbnails. This is all in Photoshop. I've been using Photoshop since I used to draw anime in high school, so since year 7 in high school. So I've been using Photoshop for a really, really long time, and it was helpful when you start doing YouTube because I already knew how to use Photoshop, and I already knew how to edit videos because I'd done it before at a job. Like I was never a video editor, but I knew that if I learned how to edit videos, I'd get to go on events because I'd get to film. So I kind of just learned that I'd get to do free trips, and it's worked out really helpful for me. Okay, so Violet asks, kiss, marry, kill, Abel, Asher, and Jamie. That's so hard! Oh my gosh. I love them all. I love them all. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh wow, that's so hard. Because I actually feel like Asher would be the best sim to marry because he's just nice, isn't he? He's just nice and sweet. Oh, this is horrible. What a horrible question. It's probably going to be literally the order that you've put. Kiss Abel, marry Asher, and kill Jamie. I'm sorry, Jamie. I love you, and I'm sorry, Abel, that you only get kissed, you don't get married. But honestly, Asher is like absolute amazing husbanderino, so has to be Asher, I'm afraid. So Jasmine Mitchell asks, when are you going to tell Ali that you adopted us? So this is in reference to my Mother Simulator videos. And shh, you guys can come live here You're gonna have to hide because I've never told Ali. So Michelle Lang asks, happy birthday, Claire. Just wanted to ask, what other books do you suggest I read? You read Caught on Thorns and Roses after you suggested it and loved it. Now I'm dying to read more of your suggestions. So super similar is the Throne of Glass series. It's actually also by Sarah J Maas, but it's the first series she ever wrote, and it's still being written now, so it's a really long series. I think the earlier books aren't great. I think it took me to book 3 when Rowan, the character, was introduced. After that, I loved them. So I'd say persevere, read them. They really are still amazing. I just didn't like the first book very much. But I persevered, and I'm so glad I did, because I love it as much as Caught on Thorns and Roses. And I didn't think I'd say that about another book series. So read Throne of Glass, you will love it. So many of you guys are asking about pets and when we're getting married. I don't know when we're getting married, guys. You have to ask Ali, because he's the one that has to propose first, okay? I guess I could propose to him, but he doesn't want that. I already checked, because I'm like, I will just do it. I will just do it, okay? Oh wow, Willow's got loads of questions. So, what or who inspired you to be a YouTuber? So I actually tried filming myself back when I used to play Modern Warfare 2, which is a really long time ago. I used to watch like C Nanas and Hutch, and I really wanted to be a YouTuber because of them. But I was at the time way too scared to do it. It's actually Ali that helped inspire me and actually set up my channel. Even before we were dating, he'd like give me help and tips and stuff. So it's Ali. It's always Ali. The answer to everything is Ali. Why did you decide to play Sims 4? So I'd already played some Sims 3 on this channel. Didn't actually like Sims 4 at the time. And then I went to, where were we? We were at some kind of big event, and one of you guys in the audience said, Claire, you should try Sims 4. And I said, okay, I'm gonna make a promise because you've asked me to do it there. I will give it a go and I will try it. And I did. And I'm so glad I did, because it's been the coolest thing ever on my channel. So I'm really glad about that. Is there a PO box that I haven't found that we can send gift cards to? Do have a PO box. I will put it on screen now. And I will leave it on my about section on my YouTube about. So you guys, if you like, we've not put it on there for ages because I feel kind of weird about doing it, because I don't want you guys to feel like you have to send things. If you do want to, the PO box is there, okay? What is your favorite food and color? I have like, if there was only 2 foods I was allowed to eat for the rest of my life, I would pick avocado sushi rolls. I love them. And broccoli, because I love that too. I like green food apparently, and my favorite color is green. Then Shania asks, what was your best present from Ali on your birthday? My presents from Ali this year is he got me a really beautiful dress. He got me an absolutely gorgeous bag. He got me my perfume that I really like. And then he got me a card that said inside, this is really cute and sweet, pick anywhere in the world that you want to go and I'll take you there. So suggestions in the comments, please. I'm thinking, always wanted to go to Bali and the Maldives, but also Australia, but also Japan, but then also Seoul. There's a lot of places I want to go basically. My aunt and uncle actually lived in Japan and Seoul for many years, and they have a lot of really cool stories. That's why I've wanted to go and live, maybe live for a little while. And they actually lived in Seoul during the World Cup, so that's really cool. They also were on a beach once and they got too close to the North Korean border, and the army came and like said that they had to leave. So many of you guys have asked, when are you getting married? Like, I'd say 50% of the questions are about me and Ali getting married. Guys, it's him you need to bug about it, not me. I do hope it's soon though. And I think final few questions. So Sun can ask, what was your favorite thing to do in school when you were younger? I actually loved art so much, and I remember when I was in 6th form, I had triple art, which was like 3 hours of art first thing on a Friday, and then I had a 2-hour free period after, so I would just do 5 hours of artwork, and it was amazing, and I loved it so much. I think I have like I don't have all my artwork from school, which I'm really sad about, but I do have like a sketchbook at home with stuff that I used to sketch while I was in uni, because I was doing like a bit of like a medical degree kind of thing. It's like an intro course for medicine, and I hated it so much, so I used to draw on an evening. So I have loads of sketches there. If I find that book when I go home, I'll show you guys it in a video, so try and remind me. And Leslie asked, will you ever do a collab with James Turner? So that's Sim Supply. You love his builds. Literally, we are chatting DMs about doing a collab very soon, so watch out for that. And then final one, what is your favorite car and what car do you plan to get next? So my actual favorite car, if I could pick any car in the world to have as the car I drive, this is so obnoxious, I would pick a Lamborghini Huracan in yellow, and I love that car. It's just so pretty. It doesn't look like it'd be super hard to drive. It's not super wide like loads of other Lamborghinis. It's loud, I know, but then there's a little bit of me, like, have you noticed when you see really nice cars, it's usually a guy driving it, and when I see a girl driving a really good car, I'm like, Yes, sister. I want to be that girl one day, but I probably will never get a Lamborghini just because it's not very practical, is it? We do actually plan on getting a new car. It's a cool one. It's a bit different to a Lamborghini, and we will hopefully be talking about it on the Clare and Ali channel at some point in the future, so look out for that. And then final one. When did you first fall in love with peach juice? That's from Jessica. I just remixed your name, Jessica. Jessica May. Honestly, I've been drinking peach juice for as long as I can remember. I literally, since I was a little child. In fact, when did Robinsons make peach juice? Has anyone ever searched Robinsons peach juice debut before? I don't know if they have. I can't find when it first came out. Literally though, since I was in single digits, I think I've been drinking peach juice. I just love it so much, and it's my favorite drink in the whole world. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this Q&A. I kind of realized halfway through that I should have done this Q&A as a live stream, because then I could have answered your questions live. Maybe I'll do that for another one. I don't know. Maybe we'll give it a couple of months and I'll do it as like a live stream. I think that would be really cool. And the bean has arrived in our video. Beanie, do you want to say bye? Oh my gosh, straight away. Lying on her back for tummy scratches. Bring her over like she's Jesus here. Say hi, Bean. Hello. Hello. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you want me to do another one, let me know in the comments below. I hope I used your question, and if not, maybe we can answer it online and just chit chat, or I'll maybe answer some more of the questions below. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. Say bye, Beanie. Bye.